How much cardio is needed to burn fat?
You know, that all depends on the individual. I think it depends on the person's metabolism. I think that people can actually, that for me has been a journey. I found that sometimes less cardio helps and sometimes more cardio helps when it comes to bodybuilding. That is a very metabolic question, and I think every individual, like in any other form of training, I think through hit and miss, a person finds out themselves how much cardio is needed. But cardio in the bodybuilding world, in relationship to fat, to lean mass, we look more at heart rate, keeping your heart rate lower because we want to burn more of the calories through resistance training and more of the fat burning. And so you're looking at maybe a little bit more walking, not so much sprinting or running.
Okay. Do you stretch at all?
You know, I should stretch more. It's so important. I know I have been blessed by not stretching enough, not having the injuries. I did have surgery about 7 months ago, but that was more of my experience with football in the 70s when I was a kid. I should. I would focus more on, if I was to address it to an individual, I would say, please, you know, put your time in because it does help and prevent injuries, but I don't do enough.
Okay, cool. Give me your number one best exercise for building each of these. So what's your number one best exercise for building legs?
Legs? For building legs, it's so interesting because I just come across this. For building strength in the legs, can't beat squats. But when it comes to squatting, your back needs to strengthen before your legs get stronger. So that's pretty much overall exercise. And when it comes to legs in general, in the bodybuilding world, I love the hack squat. You can't beat the hack squat. You can work with your leg placement. It really isolates the legs. It takes away the pressure, if it's done correctly, from the lower back. So leg building in a bodybuilding sense, I love the hack squat.
Okay, cool. What about back?
Back, you know, it's funny because when I started lifting when I was very young, and I developed a very big back, that was one of my main muscles that I worked on. Rolls, I loved rolls, standing rolls, bringing it up, down. That's all I would do, and I developed an incredible thickness in the back and width just simply by rowing.
So in the lats as well?
Yeah, the latissimus, yeah, because what I did is I would just come lower, and the body coming lower isolated a little bit more of the lats. I know as you come up like at a 45-degree angle, you're getting more of the trapezius and the rhomboid area. But just by placing my body and row, because, you know, that's all I knew. And you know what, it was a benefit because I really benefited from it.
Cool. Chest?
Chest, you know, it's interesting because times are changing. Of course, we know there's 3 types of chest. You got the upper, middle, and lower. But you can't beat a bench press, incline and a decline press, the combination of them, so you can isolate the individual parts of the chest, yeah, and also free weights.
Yeah.
Free weights, because then you get to stabilizing muscles.
Good. Shoulders?
Shoulders, shoulder press. I get on shoulder press, I shoulder press, I hit the shoulder press and I work it. Of course, you can get into isolations like lateral raises or frontal raises, but the shoulder press is especially if you get just started in bodybuilding, that's the way to go. Go with compound movements, and the shoulder press is definitely compound.
Good. Abs?
Abs, sit-ups. Sit-ups is so, because I've been so traditional. Sit-ups and leg raises. There you go. But not to ignore the obliques, the external and internal obliques, and also not to ignore the lower back, which deadlifts are great for lower back, so you can do some back parties. But when I hear abdominal, I think of the whole midsection instead of just the rectus abdominis.
Okay, good. Biceps?
Bicep curls. Curls, and change your free weight, go wider, go in more, and just curls, you know, because it also incorporates a little bit of other parts of your body, like your back and your stabilization of your legs. You do them standing if you were to just start off, because we want to get the body to work as a whole as much as possible. And in bodybuilding, eventually you start isolating, but if you're just starting bodybuilding, it's best to try to get some other parts of your body in conjunction.
Okay, and last one, triceps.
Triceps. For triceps, I like a close grip bench press. I really do. Because I believe, and especially in starting triceps, you want to build that thickness. Defining a tricep later on with maybe tri extensions or skull crushers. But I think a good start would be basically a close grip bench press.